A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Back.
Looking to throw right away. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, here we go. Tracking 18. Ready?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Cardinals first down.
18, Rattler, 18. Let's go now.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And working a couple of yards past the line. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bronco 80. Ready, right?
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Go! Dragon 60. Ready?
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Ready? Hey, check that. Street. Go!
Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
Here we go.
To throw, Milton. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Josh Sweat making the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. the gut. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
He sends this one to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Milton now. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now, Milton. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Milton. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here with Henry. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. So that was an exciting... About to begin the 2nd here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points.
Get it? 18 Cardinal, 18.
Milton back to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown, Arizona! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He'll take this at the 10. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Nick's looking to throw. Complete. It's Ingram. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland. Now Nick's on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice. More difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this is the first time he's been called on today. They needed 3 punts out of him in last. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
From the 37. That's complete to Wilson. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Now Milton to throw. He's on the move. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Gets this to Woods. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Here's Milton. Taken in by Harrison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pull out in front further, 13-zip. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw, here's Nix. Brought in by Vele. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Deron Bland has it. And the Cardinals have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So 2nd down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, Jack. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Nix off the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. That finds Vele complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a...
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll send out the punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Mark that one down as a 35-yard punt in the end. And the Cardinals will have themselves a short field to begin the drive.
Come on, come on.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 42. And it looks great flying through the air, Bron, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
To throw, Milton. He's got Harrison. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Play action with Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Milton now. Wilson's got it. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. This is Reed. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Trap goal 80.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. Knicks with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They send a man in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Cardinals football. New set of downs for him at the 38.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 2.
Back now, pressure on its way. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Second down now, 7 to go. They just get the play off. Buys time, rolling right. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
I came in nothing but some